A couple of days ago, an actor named Derek Dixon sued Tyler for allegedly S.A.ing him, and he has receipts to back up his claims. According to him, Tyler supposedly lured him in under the guise of wanting to make him a famous movie star. You know, the same story we've heard about Hollywood superstars. Girl, it looks like Tyler Perry is going down hard, and he just might be about to get a jail cell next to Diddy. So let's break this down. Chili, I don't know about y'all, but Tyler Perry getting Me Too'd was not on my bingo card. I know that there have been rumors going around about him for a long time, but those rumors were about him being on the DL. Fans have been speculating for a long time that Tyler is zesty and secretly likes men, but there has been nothing concrete about him forcing men to do things that they don't want to. There were rumors about how he was the man who allegedly S.A.ed actor Christian Keys, but we're gonna get to that in a bit. Anywho, back to the case at hand. An actor named Derek Dixon recently filed S.A. charges against Tyler, and girl, he had a lot to say. According to reports, Derek claims he and the director met at an event back in 2019. In Derek's words, Tyler picked him out of the crowd and asked for his phone number, suggesting he might have a role for him. To be fair, Tyler did have a role for him, and he gave him a role in a show called Ruthless. If Derek thought he was going to be a big star overnight, he was wrong, because it was only a small role. He was only in the show for 2 episodes, but he and Tyler kept in touch, and he tried to remain in Tyler's circle. Well, it turns out that Tyler had more in mind for Derek than a movie roles, because Derek claimed that Tyler allegedly put moves on him. According to reports, in January 2020, Derek says Tyler invited him to his Atlanta home, and he accepted, hoping to build a friendship that would lead to more acting gigs. But according to the suit, while there, Derek drank too much and ended up sleeping in a guest room. In the docs, Derek claims Tyler got into the bed with him and started touching his thighs. And although he rejected the advances that night, he claims Tyler remained interested. According to him, after he tactfully turned Tyler down, he got an even bigger role in the show, The Oval. While it wasn't exactly the leading role, it was a bigger role than he had on Ruthless, and it looks like he was convinced that his career was on the up and up. Reports have it that it was around this time that Tyler also started firing off suggestive texts, including asking what Drew's preferences were and telling him he has intercourse with men. Derek also notes his character, Dale, was written as a gay, homeless, and desperate store clerk who had to sleep with other characters for a place to stay. He claims that's exactly what Tyler told him he was looking for in a real-life intimate partner, someone who would be loyal and dependent upon Tyler. Derek went on to claim that even though he turned down Tyler, he was scared that he would lose his job, so he tried to remain as polite as he could, saying that he just wasn't into intimacy like that. But it didn't end there, because Tyler once again invited him to Atlanta later in 2020, and things allegedly took a dark turn. Derek claims Perry greeted him warmly, but quickly started a charged conversation, like asking him if he likes it rough in bed, and then grabbed Derek by the throat while saying, "Look how excited you just got." It only gets worse from here, because Derek went on to claim that the most aggressive incident allegedly went down in June 2021, again at Tyler's Atlanta home. Dixon was staying in the guest house and wearing only his underwear when he says Tyler came in to give him a goodnight hug. He alleges Tyler yanked down his underwear, groped his butt, and said, "Relax and just let it happen," and assured him it wasn't going to hurt. Dixon says he managed to rebuff this advance by changing the subject. This is a mess, and it has fans talking about how he's about to get the Diddy treatment. People are pointing out how similar this is to the Diddy case. Diddy's legal drama started with one lawsuit filed by Cassie, and it snowballed into multiple women coming forward to accuse Diddy. Derek hinted in his lawsuit that he isn't Tyler's only alleged victim, claiming that Tyler allegedly had a history of doing the same thing to other men in the industry. And get this, Derek isn't just blowing smoke or pulling all this out of thin air. He dropped receipts of texts between him and Tyler Perry, and girl, those texts are spicy. Looks like Uncle Tyler likes to get down and dirty. In one text, Tyler asked Derek, "What's it gonna take for you to have guiltless intercourse? Have y'all found that yet in therapy?" "Yes, it's the exact same kind of car, Geo Metro." Derek then replied, "Giving up my religious guilt, becoming a Buddhist? That's so cool, where you come from?" Tyler replied, "Unfortunately, Derek, I have friends who are in their 50s and 60s who are still dealing with that, and it's so sad. You can have freedom from religious guilt and still believer in Christ." In another text, Tyler wrote, "Nice, Santa Monica is nice. I'm glad you're going out there. How is your no? Is it stronger? You gotta have a strong no." Derek replied, "Yes, it's strong. My mom literally thinks I'm going to sell my soul to the Illuminati. She heard Kanye say that it's real." Tyler then wrote, "Well, I don't think that, but I do think that you have to be able to say no and mean it and make it clear." And Derek said, "I'll only say yes if it gets me an Oscar." Just kidding. Tyler then got real zesty and wrote, "Well, the only one who could have gotten that for you through intercourse is in prison, so just stick to the number number unless you are really into him. In another text, Tyler got even zestier when he said, "I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you. You are missing the best years of your life, my friend. Trust me. I hope you get past that block in your mind soon." In another text, Tyler talked about how he was jealous because Derek had a photo shoot with another man, and it kind of sounded like he wanted to be the one in the photo shoot with Derek. He also wrote, "What I mean by that is that you're so beautiful, when you finally are able to unlock your mind, you're going to make that person crazy." In yet another text, Tyler told Derek that he was in that mood, if you know what I mean. He tried to blame it on his testosterone, but that didn't really fly. He doubled down on how he was in the mood, saying that he felt sorry for the first person who would try to flirt with him, and I think y'all can deduce what he meant by that. Derek also shared some screenshots where Tyler sounded like a teenage girl, saying things, "I roll," "fine," and "I'll go through the 600 people in my phone book and be annoyed that I don't want to talk to any of them." Chilly, Tyler was flirting hard. In this other text, Tyler wrote, "Listen to me. If you let the cast know that you and I have a new friendship, then you are opening yourself up to a lot of questions and foolishness. You want them to know that you are there because of your talent and not because we have a friendship or because Tony got me to give you a job. You earned your spot like everyone else. Don't give people an opportunity to play you small or they will. I can't teach you everything. Unfortunately, there are some things you'll have to learn for yourself because when we go back to work, I'm not gonna know you. I don't have any friends that work for me, my friend. Professionalism is key." Girl, it seems like Tyler was down bad for Derek, and according to Derek, he allegedly crossed the boundaries and got inappropriate sometimes. He filed a lawsuit for $260 million against both Tyler Perry himself and Tyler Perry Studios, claiming quid pro quo and work S.A. and battery. However, Tyler's lawyer called BS on the case, saying, "This is an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam. But Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of will fail." Now, fans are kind of split on this, with some thinking that Derek is just trying to take advantage and get money out of Tyler. Other fans think that Tyler is guilty, pointing out the claims that were made by actor Christian Keys in 2023. Christian, who also worked with Tyler, claimed that he was allegedly S.A.ed by a billionaire. Back in 2023, Christian broke his silence during an Instagram live, opening up about something deeply personal. He said that about 15 years earlier, a powerful billionaire from Hollywood had tried to take advantage of him. Christian explained that he managed to fight the man off, but things didn't just end there. The billionaire allegedly kept pushing for some time after the incident. Like Derek, Christian claimed that the person allegedly got him drunk at a house party and then tried to S.A. him.
"You're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bent, so I don't, after a big party, won't say what type. You spaz out, push him out, like what the get ready to leave. He apologizes, blame it on the alcohol. And you try to forgive him. So you're like, all right, man. All right, I'm gone. You shake his hand on the way out, and he tries to grab you. He tries to shake and grab your equipment. And you spaz even more. Like, what the f*** you doing, man? What the f***? Oh, my bad. So you go to leave, he tries to do it again. Now, at that point, my only regret is not breaking multiple bones in this person's face.
Christian also dropped another hint of how the person in question is something of a philanthropist and gives back to the Black community a lot.
Doing these PR stunts. Oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do that. Well, then speak on, if you're going to have classes of HBCUs after this sketchy shit, want to air him out too. I'm just tired of carrying this with me. I'm tired.
Tyler is known to be quite generous, and at the time, there were rumors that he could have been the billionaire in question. At the time, there were rumors that it could have been either him or Diddy, but now, fans are convinced that he could be the one Christian was trying to expose. And this is a mess, but y'all want to know who's enjoying this? Monique, that's who. Monique has been telling us for years about how Tyler Perry ruined her career out of pure spite because she didn't want to work for free.
Right? And he said, I can see the pain in you and I can hear it. And I want to let you know that I would never do nothing to hurt you. But the conversation kept going on, only for Tyler Perry to admit he did start a rumor that I was difficult to work with. He lied.
Even 50 Cent admitted that Tyler was moving shady when it came to Monique.
You don't worry about cancel culture, huh?
Huh? Why would you cancel things that are great for the culture?
Right.
Like, I mean, like, I was like, canceled, like, Monique, why is she canceled?
Mm-hmm.
I had to revisit that because it was like, it didn't make sense to me, babe. I'm like, so what did she do? She said something you didn't like? Like, so she didn't work for 13 years after that?
Right.
And then I know Tyler wouldn't support that. He never told nobody not to work with her.
Tyler Perry?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When I talked to him, he was like, nah, I never told no one not to work with her. And I said, but you Tyler Perry, and you never told anyone to work with her.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I never looked at it like that. Because I said, you just got to consider how strong your influence is at that point, because it hasn't happened.
Like, you say some things that I get scared of.
According to Monique, she has never gotten an apology from Tyler, even though he admitted to her what he did to her career. So it's not exactly surprising that she doesn't feel sorry for him. Word on the streets is that she feels like it's his karma for doing her dirty for so long. Yeah, Monique ain't exactly shedding tears for him, but I want to know what y'all think about Tyler Perry getting exposed like this. Drop your thoughts in the comments and then check out this next video.